Ladies and gentlemen, today we have our shop Chieftain here. It's a PowerPlus 112, and we have Music City Indians Challenger, which is the PowerPlus 112. I wanted to take the opportunity with both of these fairings off to tell you what is different underneath the fairing and why we have both of these torn apart, because Davidson audio, we got to change things up for both the Chieftain and the Challenger PowerPlus platforms, audio-wise. If you watched one of our previous videos, you already saw the full disassembly of the Chieftain PowerPlus 112. So we're gonna go over that still right now, but we have not done a video or anything on the Challenger PowerPlus 112. So when Music City Indian delivered our bike right here, I asked them to provide us with their 112 PowerPlus Challenger, so they gracefully did. We're gonna put an audio system in it, but I wanted to take the opportunity to do a quick little video going over what is changed on these and what Davidson Audio is planning on doing to pivot to allow us to have one package that will cover all of the Challengers and Pursuits. And we're gonna end up with our own package for the Chieftains that will cover the PowerPlus Chieftains, and then the Thunderstroke ones will be staying the same because nothing there has changed. So let's show you underneath the fairing. We're gonna start with the Challenger PowerPlus 112. So at quick glance, you can see there's a bunch of modules here. We're gonna take a step back real quick. It's still the same here. You got a power module here, which for all of y'all, there's a 20-pin connector right here. Let me see if I can get it out with one hand. All right, and then here, we got a 6-pin. So what I wanna touch base on, this one is what does the fairing speakers. This 12 or 6-pin connector does the tour pack speakers. But if you notice, this is a 2-channel power unit, because you can see these pins are populated, but the 6-pin is not. That's because this is a 2-channel power unit, not amplifier. The speakers are self-amplified. And then this power unit, so this is gonna be on the clutch side, and this is the brake side power unit. This power unit has a 20-pin, which will come off of here and plug in. This 20-pin does the saddlebags. You can buy another harness for your hard lowers that will end up coming up here, or they'll come in from up here, across and down, up through this hole, across, and then down, plug into here, and this will do the lowers. So again, clutch side power unit does saddlebags and lower fairings. The brake side power unit does fairing and tour pack. So if you go from this to saddlebags, usually they'll have you buy a 4-channel, you plug it into here, take this 2-channel over here, that will give you saddlebags, fairing, and tour pack, which is essentially what the Pursuits come with. So moving on to what has changed. If you remember from our video we did on the Chieftain PowerPlus 112s, the reason we wanted this bike is because you can see our mirrors have wires. This bike has the blind spot notification, rear end collision, all of that stuff, and you can tell it easily by this little box right here. So we wanted one of these bikes because it's got all the fancy gadgets and doodads. I'm not 100% sure what module is what, but let's start here. They adopted the same thing that they did with the PowerPlus Chieftains right here. This is a main harness. It looks like you were to take this off and then unplug that, this whole outer fairing harness would come out. Then you got this big wad, and you can see they remolded the fairing tray for that big bulky harness to go through. And what I'm going to guess, don't hold me to it, I'm guessing this is the whole brains to the safety features. So like your blind spot, rear end collision, hold assist, all of that stuff is gonna be in here. This is going to be a module for that. Actually, no, I bet you this has to do with the GPS antenna. I almost bet that, yeah, this looks like it does that, plus the GPS, which the antenna goes to here. I'm not 100% sure. I know they changed a lot of things on here, like this module's now changed. So this module, this one, and this one are new. This does your windshield, and if you have fog driving lights, that would go here, which is a VCM3, would go here, and then you would just take, and this is the harness that would go to the lights themselves. And where did they tuck? And then there's the other harness right here. This would unplug. Come on. And then this would plug into your VCM3 here. And this is the harness that you would plug in and it would go to the driving lights. That's an interesting new harness. No, that harness plugs into this. So that's the biggest change on this. We'll plug that in later. But in a future video, you're going to see we're going to get test fitting. We're going to put our amplifiers up in here. It's looking like this is going to be really close. We may not have to relocate. This is how high up they put this. So hopefully they've been watching our videos and know that we need that room. I'm joking. I doubt they did that for us. But why we wanted to do this is, one, we need to verify our fairing shroud. All of our single amp stuff is going to go right in. That's not going to be an issue. But what we're planning on doing is changing up our dual amp distribution. If you remember from previous videos, we did it up here, and obviously that's not happening anymore. So we're going to take a look at it. We'll pull the headlight and turn signal, daytime running light assembly off, and bolt it back in here. Our initial thought was we're going to steal like this bolt or maybe under here and bolt our distribution here, so that way it's just, you know, shorter runs there. But we also have to think about what's going to work for the non-PowerPlus 112s or any of the bikes that don't have all this technology, to ensure what we do on this will work for that platform. So that's our plans for the PowerPlus 112. Bill's going to go ahead today, get this knocked out. This is going to be a bike that Music City Indian is going to have on the showroom for sale. So just a heads up, this is going to be a single amp, 2-speaker bike, and we're going to do the Cicada CM 65.4Xs with the tweeter bridge in front of it. But we're going to come out with a new tweeter bridge. So I think this bike will be the first one to have it. So I love to work with companies that want to push the boundaries. So this is going to be a one-off bike. Super grateful. You'll see when we take this bike back up there, we'll do some footage with Cam on that one. And then here is my bike. You can tell we have crap everywhere on it. We're testing a brand new DSP that's not out yet. It's going to be, but I'll give you a little hint. That's all I'll say about it. But this is going to go here because right here you can see this module goes just like this. Let me get the other bolts. Oh, it goes just like this. Oh, and then it clips right there. So that goes there. There's another bracket that goes over here and holds this module over here in this main harness. Obviously, we have everything apart. So this is another example of us having to pivot and move. Our single amp, this fits here, no problem underneath it. But the problem is once we go dual amp, because on now the new PowerPlus is we can do a dual amp setup. We're going to now have to 3D print some brackets to hold this module up here. We got a 3D print one to hold this and hold this harness over here. And then we've got to look at distribution again. So our initial thoughts were, again, we might be able to come off of this bolt and put it down here like this, sideways, which is seeming feasible. They've also got these bolts here. That might be a viable option, but we want to do something to where this fits across the other platforms. We don't want to do anything that adds too many SKUs to our system. We want to keep things simple and install friendly for y'all. So that, I just want to take a moment to explain the difference between the PowerPlus Chieftain 112, the Challenger 112, and what Davidson Audio is already seeing and what we're going to pivot to do to make sure y'all have what you need for these bikes. Just wanted to keep this video nice, down and dirty and short. This is just a quick deep dive. As soon as we dial in these packages of the products, we're definitely going to drop a full install videos on both of these, but we're just in the development process of these. So I wanted to take a moment to be more transparent and open and show you guys more of the footage behind the scenes, because right now, you know, I know the channel's kind of stagnated off. I think y'all are just kind of getting bored of seeing the same thing. I didn't want to bring too much of the install series into the customer install videos because we've done those install videos for y'all already. So please leave a comment below on what kind of footage, what are you guys itching to see on these bikes, so we can make sure to get all that to you guys. I want to keep you guys fed and educated on these bikes, keep y'all interested in the channel, because it's super important for us to push the boundaries on these bikes and work with killer dealerships and manufacturers to bring you guys more products for these. So I just wanted to put that out there. Let us know what y'all want to see. But for this video, PowerPlus 112s. Chieftain, Challenger, the 112s come with the technology package. And in my 500-mile review of our bike, I'm going to explain why I feel it is 100% worth $3,000 to get the 112s. I'm telling you, we're going to dive into another video, but I'm going to wrap this one up. I'm Brandon with Davidson Audio. So if you're looking for the best aftermarket audio solutions, products, whatever it is for the Indian motorcycles, Harleys, Victories, any motorcycle period, or cars, trucks, make sure you check us out. We'd be more than happy and blessed to work with y'all and help you achieve your goal for your bike, because we know you spend a lot of money with us. We want to make sure that y'all are happy and the system is custom tailored to you, because we do showcase a lot of products that we do install on these on the regular, but that's not all we do. We do more. We are here to cater to y'all, so make sure you come check us out in beautiful Panama City, Florida. God bless all of y'all. I know I just wrapped up the video, but I wanted to give y'all a showcase. Look at that. Look at that beautiful sign up there. Davidson Audio is official now. We got our own sign here. So make sure you come check us out. I know I got my forehead in here and it's glaring. So here's the main storefront, Adrenaline Rush Motorsports. I wasn't gonna buy a sign for the building too, but bam! Drop a comment. I wanna know what y'all think of the sign. I think it looks amazing. We're gonna do more videos, like short little forms of it at night, because we're gonna come back tonight, my wife and I, and check it out at night. So God bless all of you. Have an amazing day, and let us know how we can help you all.